Galileo Galilei performed a revolutionary experiment where he showed that in vacuum two objects with different mass touches the ground at the same time from the same height from rest, and while traveling both the objects increase their velocities with time at the same rate. Newton presented his revolutionary formula, the laws of motion, based on the experimental result of Galileo Galilei. He says, every object has a tendency to restrain his own state due to so-called inertia, and the smaller object gets greater acceleration than that of bigger. Newton also explained that the Earth applies greater force on bigger objects. He spoke downward acceleration of the falling objects remaining constant. He also spoke, a push creates velocity and an applied force creates acceleration. In Newtonian view explanation we find some anomalies which are as follows. 1. As an object, why does the Earth apply greater force to bigger objects whereas other objects like marble do not apply greater force to bigger objects? 2. Why does the downward acceleration remain constant whereas the applied force on a falling object continuously increases according to the law of gravitational force? 3. Why doesn't Newton relate velocity or distance with applied force though every acceleration is an ultimate result of an average velocity? 4. Why doesn't Newton relate applied force with time, as a question arises how long does an acceleration continue due to an applied force? 5. Why doesn't Newton consider a push as an applied force? Mechanics for New Age smartly elaborate the Galileo Galilei's phenomenon. Here inertia is not an inbuilt tendency of an object, rather inertia occurs due to two or more applied resultant force. Here push is also treated as an applied force. Here in Mechanics for New Age, no object, even light ray, moves without any operating force. Here applied force bears two different meanings, of which value of applied force relates with velocity and quantity of applied force relates with velocity times time, that means distance.